Good morning, sleepyhead. I was wondering how long you were going to stay in bed. It's around midday. The extra rest was good for you. Besides, even if I did wake you up, all you would have done is sit around. Unless you felt like being the one to chat up the villagers or spend your morning trailing after Meleon. See? I knew you despise either of those ideas. That is exactly why I let you sleep. You know, this is the part where you say, "Oh my goodness, thank you, Alruna, for being so courteous towards me." It's just a joke, hero. Though, I am happy to see that your injury has healed up nicely. Not that it was a serious issue to begin with, but it wouldn't do for my muse to be permanently scarred so early in his journey. You're only allowed to get scars at the end of a long and intense adventure. That way I can make a song out of it. Audiences eat that sort of stuff up. Huh? Well, I don't know quite how to explain it, but certain people just exude an aura of importance or grandeur. Something about them is special. This likely sounds strange, but when I first spotted you amongst the crowd while I was performing, my intuition just knew you were someone like that. When I realized you were trying to make a name for yourself, it only confirmed it. So it was hardly a debate on whether or not I was coming along with you. I know for certain you're here for some sort of important work, and it's only natural that I would want to be the first to tell your story. Don't doubt your capabilities, hero. You're only at the beginning of your journey, and you still have a long road to travel. Don't turn your back from it before it's even started. I know you think me foolish, but I'd like to believe my experiences have made me something of an expert in this sort of thing. You know, I'd be willing to bet I've been wandering longer than you've even been alive. So maybe have at least an ounce of faith in the things I say. I haven't steered you wrong yet, have I? The cave of giant spiders doesn't count. And technically, that wasn't a wrong choice, because we found one of the orbs there. Remember? They'll be useful for something. You'll see. Now come on, let's go for a walk. No need for you to be stuffed up in this room all day. You're alone most of the time anyway. Some company will do you good. Besides, if anyone tries talking to you, I can talk to them instead and save you from your fear of social interaction. All right. It's not a fear, it's a distaste. Is that better, hero? Happy to appease. Of course it's quite busy. People haven't been able to go outside without fear for a good while. Now, thanks to us, they can. We did good work. Well, true. Another shadow beast could show up in the future, but maybe another group of heroes can take them out and continue the cycle. Or you can have a completely different idea. I can tell you're thinking about something. You furrow your brow when you're deep in thought. So, what is it? That is true. I told you when we set off together that these creatures were a relatively new predicament in the area. I've never really seen anything like them before. Neither has anyone I've spoken to in Lakeshore. Meaning, they likely came from somewhere else. Probably someone introduced them to the area. I don't know what their reasoning would be, though. If there is a culprit behind this, I'd wager that they're a magic user. I love magic. Being able to learn it, harness it, all of it is a gift. But not everyone that uses it chooses to use it for the right reasons. Magic is a weapon, the same as a dagger or a sword, but different in that it has infinite uses as long as someone is willing to learn and push the boundaries of what we deem to be possible. If someone is behind all of this shadow beast business, there would have to be someone pushing the boundaries. Perhaps these creatures are the aftermath of an experiment gone wrong. It wouldn't be the first time such a thing has happened. Does it truly sound like I speak from experience? I didn't realize. Well, once upon a time, I was a scholar. I would eat, sleep, breathe magic studies. I know what it feels like to stand on the edge of infinite possibilities, yet countless consequences. From where we're standing now, it seems so easy to say, just do the right thing. But it isn't always quite so simple, even if we wish it was. Oh no, you're not getting another peep out of me. There's no need to dig into my ancient history. It would bore you to death. I assure you it would. Besides, you like it best when people keep things short and concise. Don't change for my account. I wonder where Meleon got off to. When she left this morning, she said she was going to do a little odd job in town. Something about finding some older woman's pet. I thought she'd be back by now, but maybe she's still out in the woods, searching. It is a strange job, but she said it was good money. At the time, I didn't really question it. She's willing to do any sort of odd job as long as it pays. Or if the man giving out said task is attractive. She's a bit more than a romantic. I'd use the word delusional. Oh, please. I'm an entertainer, and there's nothing crowds love more than a good piece dedicated to love, passions of the heart. But that's all that is. Entertainment. None of that sort of stuff has anything to do with me. Meleon, on the other hand, I think she fancies at least one man in every town she goes through. It's honestly ridiculous. I really wish I was just joking. I remember one time it got so bad, we had to leave a town forever. I still haven't dared go back in case they remember us. Let's just say there was an altercation with one of her former infatuations, and, things got highly escalated. By the time I showed up, the man was knocked out cold, so we did the rational thing and ride as far away from that town as possible and never looked back. Unfortunately, things like that start to become the standard when you're a group with people like Meleon. She's a troublemaker, but she makes up for it in a great deal of other ways, so I tend to overlook it. We did travel together for a time. It was good. But eventually it all had to come to an end, as all things do. Do you hear that? Yeah, the bell. What even is... We're almost home. Please, just go the fuck home. Oh, Jambi, stars above. Please. I'm begging you, Jambi, just follow the bell. The lady said you like the bell. Why don't you just follow the bell? Oh my god! Hey guys, turns out getting a sheep to follow you home is hard. Who would have thought? Jambi, come here! No! Don't drink the fountain water! I'm sorry. Why are you guiding a sheep with a bell? Oh, yeah. Guys, this is Jambi. Jambi, these are my friends. So, you remember this morning when I said there was some lady with a post-it asking for someone to find her pet? Yeah? Well, it turns out that this lady's pet is a sheep, and that sheep's name is Jambi. And according to her owner, Jambi likes this bell. But I've discovered that that's a fucking lie, because Jambi could care less that I have this stupid bell. So I spent half the day wandering the forest, ringing this piece of shit over and over again until this little dumpo finally popped up. And now I'm trying to herd her home so I can just get paid and never, ever interact with a sheep ever again unless it's my next meal. Meleon, do you need help? Please. All right then, show us the way and we'll make sure Jambi doesn't wander off. Thank the gods. It's right around that corner. Shouldn't take too long. So, anything new with you two? Not really. He just woke up and I suggested we go out for some fresh air. Cool, cool. Air's been really fresh. I know that much. Oh my goodness. I don't think a job has ever worn you out this much. You don't even have the energy to be annoying right now. Please, Runa. I just need to get this sheep back home so I can drown in my misery. Do you even have enough coin for that? Well, you can always donate to the Meleon Fund if you're feeling a little generous. Gods no. I've spoiled you enough. Go mooch off the hero. You and I both know he wouldn't even spare me a copper piece. Well, when I get my coin from the crazy sheep lady, I won't need handouts anyway. So ha. Oh, here we are. Come on, Jambi. Get back in that damn house. Mama needs some shiny coins so she can be depressed in peace. Are you sure Jambi's owner lives here? Alruna, I know you think I'm fucking dumb, which is valid because I think I'm a dumbass too, but I'm not so stupid that I would forget where the crazy old lady who hired me lives. It's just a far larger home than I was expecting, is all. I know, right? She has to be stacked. I hope I remind her of her grandchild or something, and then she'll load me with coin. No one would look at you and see a sweet grandchild, Meleon. You're more akin to a rat scurrying in someone's basement. Now go knock on the door so we all finish with this sheep business. Wow, rude much? Oh, it's just you from this morning. Oh, and you found Jambi. Thank goodness she's all right. Come here, Jambi. You are the sweetest little thing, yes you are. Thank you so much. Of course, of course. It was my pleasure to roam around the forest and ring this bell for Jambi. I'm just so happy I could return her to you, unharmed. For Jambi? Yeah, that bell is for Harold. Jambi doesn't care about that silly thing. Who's Harold? My other lost sheep. I told you about it this morning, the same time I told you about Jambi. There's another lost sheep. How did you lose 2 sheep? I wasted my entire morning looking for this stupid fluff ball, and I come back here just for you to tell me to go back out there? All right, Meleon, let's not scare the sweet lady. Hello, nice to meet you. We're Meleon's, friends. So, if I'm understanding this correctly, Meleon agreed to find both your lost sheep this morning. One is named Jambi, and the other is named Harold. And Harold is the one that likes the bell, while Jambi doesn't. Yes, that's right. Well then, we're just going to take the bell and go look for Harold. We'll be back soon. All right then. Good luck, dearies. Harold, please. I'm literally gonna shank myself in the forest if I have to ring this bell one more time. Give me that. You're being so dramatic. You can't judge me when you haven't felt a shred of my pain. You are just proving my point further. So, is it weird to anyone else that the sheep's name's Harold? Are you saying that the sheep can't be named Harold? No, but wouldn't it be a name better suited to, like, a ram or something? The sheep could be named Testicle for all I care. I just need the little shit to go home. But so far, nothing we've done has worked. What can we even do to entice a sheep? What do sheep even care about? Snacks? Alright, but what if sheep even eat as a snack? What, like grass? We're in the middle of a forest. There's grass everywhere for it to snack on. A special snack? A special snack? Tell me, what exactly is a special snack for a sheep? This apple? And I'll cut it into little pieces, and maybe Harold will want them. Look at this hero. She's going to save the sheep by making it apple slices. Yeah, I am. Don't worry, I give you full permission to write a ballad about it. Just remember to put in a line somewhere that I made them look like cute little bunnies. Of course. It'll go well with that other ballad I wrote about you where you saved us from a banshee by trying to trip her with ball bearings. I forgot she was a ghost, okay? It happens. You also tried the same thing with giant spiders. And they would have tripped if they didn't cheat by climbing on the walls. You are hopeless. Someday, the ball bearings will come through for me. You'll see. Now everyone take an apple slice. Maybe Harold will come out for one of these. And if Harold doesn't come back, then we all have a nutritious snack. Sure. Just ring the bell a couple more times. Harold? Oh my God. Alruna, keep ringing that thing. Harold! Thank the gods we found you. Oh, he wants my apple slice. I fucking told you guys that she want apple slices. I'm a genius. Go ahead and write the ballad, Runa. I want to hear it. All right, before you get too excited, let's just focus on getting the sheep back home. And then I gloat. Yes, and then you gloat. Come on. Hopefully Harold's easier to bring home than Jambi. Lady, open up, please. Please. Oh, hello again. You all look worse for wear. Yes, we all look horrible, especially me, but we finally found Harold, so it was all worth it in the end. Oh, Harold. I'm so glad you found her. Who would have thought it was harder to round up 2 sheep than slay the terrorizing shadow beast? Wait, are you the 3 that killed that beastie? Yep, that's us. And oh, how far we have fallen. Don't mind her. She's just being dramatic. Just pay her coin and she'll be out of your hair. Now wait a minute. If you've really gone so far as to save the town from that thing, then I just can't send you off with 100 or so coin. Especially after saving my little darlings. Tell me, what do you 3 need? Well, if you're so insistent on it, then we do need horses to travel to Alcala. I see. Unfortunately, I don't have any to spare. I figured. But thank you anyway. Wait a minute. I may not have the horses to spare, but I can surely give you the gold to arrange your own travel accommodations. There's this man that lives close to the lake. Usually has horses for sale. Perhaps he'll have ones you like. Are you sure? Of course. A pleasure to help people who's helped us. Besides, one of my grandchildren tried to hunt down that beastie a couple months ago. Didn't make it. I'm just grateful no one has to worry about that sort of thing anymore. Give me a moment to get your coin. I'm slower than I used to be, dearies.